Thank you.
to thank you, April.
Thank you so much, Chris. Good evening, everyone. As you can see, my name is April Benson. And tonight, I just want to talk to you about challenges that you may face in your schooling and career, and also the importance of self-advocacy and ways in which you can do that. Overcoming is defined as being able to succeed in dealing with a problem or a difficulty, and outperforming is just being able to perform better than. So then the question becomes, who are you performing better than? The answer is simple. It's you. The old you versus the new you. Now, no doubt, over your lifetime up to this point, I'm sure, just like I have been, you have been programmed positively or negatively regarding perceived limitations about yourself. When I was in grade school, I was labeled as having a learning disability. And it took many, many years to disrobe myself of this stigmatization. And there were definite perceived limitations that I could have allowed others to place on me. One that comes to mind was early in my career. An attorney was made privy to some of my challenges in my childhood, some of my experiences that were less than stellar, I might add. And in conversation with another court reporter, he had made the comment that, oh, she's not court reporting material. Well, to add insult to injury, during an in-camera hearing in judge's chambers, the same attorney leaned over and whispered to me, hey, don't worry, you don't have to get all of this down on the record. And if you don't get it all, I won't tell anybody. And then he proceeded to wink at me. Unbeknownst to him, I had already been informed of his comment and knew exactly why he was making this statement. But in my resolve to be great, guess what? I just chose to outperform the perceived me, the one with perceived limitations. In fact, 23 years later, here I am, still outperforming myself. I continue to progress year after year, honing my craft and perfecting it. I've made a conscious decision to home, H-O-M-E, in on my target. And that is to ultimately be successful in my endeavor as a court reporter at all costs. To date, I have worked as an official court reporter for the state government. I have freelanced. I have worked for the United States Air Force as a court reporter. And last year, one of my most notable achievements was being hired 7 months ago as one of the first African-American federal court reporters here in the state of Tennessee, which to me is proof, if you know anything about Tennessee, that we as a nation, we have definitely made strides in terms of equality in the workforce. And it all started with me advocating for myself and believing in myself when no one else believed in me. As an African-American court reporter, I do still have challenges, ones that I just have to deal with head on, and I just face them. I just face them and I deal with them. There will be moments for you, some of you students, where attorneys may size you up and put you to the test in your career, just to see how competent you are. My mind is recalled to a situation I had here in the state of Tennessee at a deposition with a few, it's probably about 8 well-seasoned attorneys. And when I say well-seasoned, I mean like they are on their way out, to retirement, over 70 years old, kind of a good old boy system. And I was setting up my machine, and one of the lead attorneys jokingly to the other attorneys said, y'all see her over there? She a good one. Okay. So if you know what that means, and if you know how embarrassed I was, and all I did was just smile and nod. I smiled and I nodded. I want to encourage you in your career to start normalizing working under this kind of pressure. While we have made strides as far as equality, we've still got a ways to go. And you're going to have to learn how to work under pressure when dealing with situations like that. Um, I want to challenge you to get comfortable in doing your readbacks flawlessly, because you will have times where you may have some of your more affluent attorneys. They will challenge you. I do want to mention that school can be a breeding ground for competition. Okay, I'm coming, Chris. Don't get caught up in the hype. Listen, you are not in a race with your peers. You're in a race with yourself. You're in a race to perform better than you did the day before. And I just want to leave with this thought: focus on you and what you need to do to succeed. Listen, if I could do it, you certainly can do it. And listen, you have a team of reporters that are rooting you on. And listen, thank you for this time. I can't wait to hear some of the great stories that you have for us in the future. Thank you.